Should you create leads or sales? Good question, John. Yeah, good question, John Butt, on the Marketing for Owners podcast, because that's the kind of thing we do here. Oh, well, I do. That's the royal we. We like the royal we in England. So, what do I do? Oh, good of you to ask. Two things, really. One, I can help you. If your business is difficult, I can help you free yourself from your business. I can help you work on your business, not in it, as they say. One of my tricks is to let you remove yourself from those tasks that take extra time and keep you away from your family and keep you away from free time. It also helps you make more money. The other one I also do is help you create a self-marketing company, which means we set up systems to create leads, to create customers that operate on pretty much autopilot 24/7, even Christmas Day, and just constantly bring in a queue of customers, or a queue of potential customers waiting to give you orders. Just about. And then, it's a whole system. It's called the perpetual sales cycle. Anyway, listen to my stuff. You'll get the gist. This is one of the important concepts of it. Leads or customers. Now let me explain. Just in case. A lead is a potential customer who has given you permission to market to them, who could become a customer. Okay? They are in your target market. Remember what we talked about recently? About only talking to the right customer, not the wrong customer. So they are in your target market. They are a potential customer. And then they will have given you permission. You'd have to listen back to find out about permission marketing, because we do not spam people. All those annoying things in your inbox that you didn't expect that annoy you, that's because they are spamming you. If you haven't asked, and if you don't know them, you have no relationship, you've never signed up for anything, you don't know why they are emailing you, then you probably haven't given them permission. We don't recommend that. So, sales or leads. So once you get people onto a list, so if they've given permission, they will be on your list. Now, generally it's going to be an email list. But do you stick with people as a lead, or do you try to get them to buy something? There is a difference. And to give you the short answer, you should be aiming to create them as a lead, not initially as a customer. Let me explain why. This is a busy world. You may not think it, because you, in your business, are probably living within your little box. Your business, hopefully, you have a why, a reason why people need your product and service for their greater good, and how it's going to improve their lives, not yours. You are doing them a service to help their lives improve. So you, therefore, have probably indoctrinated yourself to convince yourself that it is amazing. Why wouldn't anyone want it? What you don't realise is they have messages coming at them, bombarded all day long, everywhere, on TV, on Facebook, on billboards, in magazines, just in the post, everywhere, in the mail. There are many options. Not just for your product. You may think, oh, not for mine. But there are many options for their money and time. So they may be interested in your product and your service, but it's quite possible that they may not be interested right now. Now, of course, you can convince them. You can give them some special offer, something, a trial period with your software or your membership or something like that at a discount, and then they become a customer. But what happens is they're not really invested. They were tempted by the offer. You have not given them time to get to know you. They possibly just tempted by that offer in the same way that the way they got onto your list was to sign up for that free email course, or that free ebook, or that free tip sheet or cheat sheet or checklist or whatever it was that you gave them for free in exchange for their email. They were grabbing, if it's not really that appealing, they were just grabbing a freebie. Who wouldn't? We'll look at it later. They don't get time because they get interrupted. So what I recommend is that you aim to build a longer term relationship. Because if you dive in and get that one sale, they have not got time. They have not taken the time to get to know you. So if they want another one, they might not necessarily come back to you. And the reason you're getting a customer, believe it or not, is so that they will become a repeat customer. You're not just getting a customer and that's it. End of, done, finished. A lot of people make that mistake. But once you've got a customer, that's just one step in the process. The next step is to get them to become a repeat customer to buy either something again or something else from you, not from your competitors that may sell similar stuff or to try someone else or anything, but to buy it from you. Don't be happy that they've bought something. You've spent a load of money and marketing and time and effort. Time is money, don't forget. Getting them to buy, you want them to buy again. Now that is very cheap. Doesn't cost you much or anything at all, just a bit of effort to get them to buy again. Once you get them to buy again and get into that habit, the next step is to get them to become a regular buyer. This won't happen if you haven't taken the time to get them to know you, and then to get them to like you, and then to get them to trust you. If you dived in straight away and got them to trust you enough to pay you a little money, and of course if you've got a big high-ticket item, a big more expensive item, it's unlikely to happen. But if you did that, they may test the waters, but didn't really connect. There's no relationship. There's no, oh, I got what I expected. I was just trying it. It only cost a bit. I'll try it. But if you've built it up, you convince them you are the authority, you are the place, then you're going to prevent them going elsewhere. And what in subscription services, so for example, if you joined the Owners Club and then didn't really use it, you'd just leave. It's called churn. That's called customer churn. So mobile phone companies, they'll talk about how many customers they have on their books and the percentage that churn within a certain amount. How about building a long-term relationship so that once they become a customer, they stay a customer? How cool is that? And that is what Amazon do. You may think, oh no, Amazon are just everywhere and they sell everything and they're cheap. No, they've got absolutely fabulous customer service. If you've never contacted them for their customer service, it's because they do such a good job, you don't need to. But if you didn't know, you can actually phone up Amazon, they answer your inquiries and they give you whatever you want. They'll give you money back, they'll apologize, they're very, very good. And that's why people go back to Amazon, because either they don't make any mistakes in the first place, or when they do, they rectify them. Great customer service. So they are aiming for you to think they are the one-stop store for everything. Now you can see as they're building up how that is going to pan out. So if they just dived in with a half-price offer, you just bought something, possibility of you going back there, don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But if you build, Amazon have put the effort out to put a reputation out there. So they don't necessarily need to build it with you. We are not Amazon. You need to concentrate on that customer. You need to work on them. So once you get that lead, you need to nurture that lead. And over time, then at some point or other, because they're a lead, because they are interested, they're in your target market, at some point, they're going to need your product. That is when you get them. And then you back up what you've always promised of how wonderful you are, and then they don't go anywhere. So aim for the lead, build the lead, and go for the longer term relationship. And by the way, that does not mean never make them an offer. No, you can make them an offer on day one, but in a subtle way that makes sense. I can go into a new grocery store and they have 2 for the price of 1 of something I didn't want. I might want it, but I'm looking at the new store. You can make them a little offer, just don't make it the whole reason for contacting them, Big difference, okay? So build the lead, build the trust, provide them with information, help solve their problems for free, whilst letting them know you also sell an enhanced version, okay? Anyway, it's Thursday, it's time for a Drive Time podcast. Today we're talking about 6 pixels of separation. This is by Mitch Joel. The company or the website is twistimage.com. It's actually changing to Mirum. So if you go there, I think it says it's Mirum. It's called the Mirum podcast now, changing the company name. Big advertising agency. But when I last looked, it's a weekly podcast. It is excellent. It's one of the originals. It's been brilliant from the start. It's on episode 500 odd. It's done it every week. So work out how long he's been around. It really is fabulous. Great interviews. Extreme high production. Well worth your time. Most people, once they listen to 6 pixels of separation, will stick with it. Covers all subjects. Go try it. Mitch Joel, fabulous guy. Anyway, tomorrow, Friday, Ones to Watch series. So check out the interview tomorrow. That will be a stunner. Then have yourself a good weekend. I'll be back with some more tips on Monday.